The year is 2025. Earth is a wasteland. Gone are the bustling cities, the lush forests, the once vibrant planet. In their place stretches a desolate landscape, scarred by floods, ravaged by storms, and littered with the remains of a fallen civilization. The air hangs heavy with the stench of decay. It is the pungent aroma of death, a constant reminder of the Werpanot plague. These creatures, a horrifying hybrid of zombie and piranha, sprung from the depths of the oceans, their hunger insatiable, their thirst for blood unquenchable. They swarmed the coasts, overwhelming coastal cities in a tide of razor-sharp teeth and mutated rage. Those who were not torn limb from limb were infected, their bodies twisting, their minds consumed by the same primal hunger that drove the Werpanot horde. And as if the Werpanot were not enough, the climate, already reeling from decades of abuse, spiraled further into chaos. The seas churned, the skies raged, and the very earth seemed to shudder underfoot. In this maelstrom of death and destruction, humanity clung to survival by the thinnest of threads. Amidst the despair, a glimmer of hope emerged from the most unlikely of sources. Wizard Zombalungot, a reclusive mystic long dismissed as a charlatan, stepped forward with a prophecy. He spoke of ancient elemental stones, imbued with the power to restore balance to the world and repel the Werpanot. But Zombalungot could not retrieve these stones alone. He needed a protector, a guide through the wasteland. Enter Lodi, a German shepherd of extraordinary intelligence and loyalty. Lodi was no ordinary dog. He was Zombalungot's familiar, their minds linked by an ancient magic. Together, this unlikely duo embarked on a perilous quest. They ventured into the heart of the ravaged land, their journey a testament to the enduring power of hope in even the darkest of times. Their path would be fraught with danger, a desperate race against time to avert total annihilation. The origins of the Werpanot were shrouded in mystery, but the answer lay in the fragmented memories of one man, Pet Malou, an astronaut who had returned from a deep space mission years ago. He had been hailed as a hero, the first Filipino to journey beyond Earth's atmosphere. But his triumph was short-lived. Upon his return, Pet Malou began to experience terrifying hallucinations, vivid nightmares of a monstrous aquatic entity. He spoke of whispers in the void, of an ancient evil lurking in the deepest trenches of the ocean. His warnings were dismissed as space madness, the ravings of a mind shattered by the cosmos. But Pet Malou's visions were not delusions. They were glimpses into a terrifying reality, a prophecy of the horror that would soon engulf the world. He had been touched by something out there in the black abyss, something ancient and evil, something that had been awakened. The struggle against the Werpanot and the looming threat of the Shokoy, the aquatic overlord whispered about in hushed tones, was not a new one. History, as it often did, was repeating itself. Ancient texts, unearthed from the ruins of forgotten civilizations, spoke of a time when the world was young and magic still held sway. They told of a powerful alliance of wizards and warriors, locked in a desperate struggle against creatures eerily similar to the Werpanot. These ancient protectors fought with spells of fire and steel, their courage echoing through the ages, but their victory had come at a terrible cost. The texts hinted at a being of immense power, imprisoned within the ocean depths. The Shokoy. It was a being of primal chaos, its very existence anathema to the natural order. And it was the Shokoy, they whispered, that commanded the Werpanot, that orchestrated the apocalypse unfolding across the globe.